The second edition of IInvenTiv 2024, hosted by IIT Hyderabad on the 19th and 20th of January 2024, is Union Ministry of Education's flagship event. The two-day event provided a perfect platform to highlight the holistic impact of the research and innovation carried out by the top higher education institutes in our country. The event witnessed participation of 23 IITs and also the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore. In addition, NITs, IISERs and the top 50 NIRF ranked engineering institutions also took part in this prestigious event. The Union Education Minister, Shri Dharmendra Pradhan, inaugurated IInvenTiv 2024 in the presence of stakeholders of the industry. Shri Sanjay Murthy, Secretary, Ministry of Education, Dr. BVR Mohan Reddy, Chairman, Board of Governors, IIT Hyderabad, Professor B.S. Murthy, Director, IIT Hyderabad, and Dr. Chandrasekhar Sharma, Dean, IIT Hyderabad, participated in the inaugural ceremony. In his keynote address, the Education Minister said that the government's aim is to make India a manufacturing hub, which would contribute at least 25% to the country's GDP as against 17% currently. He said that the government has been laying emphasis on the manufacturing sectors through important policy changes such as Make in India, Invest in India, the PLI scheme, and FDI liberalization. Shri Dharmendra Pradhan also said that India is destined to be Viksit Bharat by 2047 and that the country aims to make research, innovation, and entrepreneurship the key drivers of its transformation.
I expect IInvenTiv to be the go-to destination for the innovators with high-end technology. The stature and the profile of this event depends on its outcome. This casts a heavy responsibility on all the stakeholders. India is determined to be a developed country by the turn of the century of its independence. The countdown of 2047 has already started as we have commenced our journey in the Amrit Kal. India has occupied a prominent place in the global high table thanks to our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. India seeks not only its own fortune but believes in the concept of the shared prosperity. It has become the credible voice of Global South. Our philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which is guiding theme of the G20 summit held in Delhi, defines our world view. Today, Bharat is Vishwa Mitra. The world now recognizes the Indian model of development, which is rooted and futuristic and sustainable and development oriented. We need to make India a manufacturing hub and make it to contribute at least 25% of the GDP. We are now the fifth largest economy in the world. We will soon become the third largest economy, and we have set the target to become the $5 trillion economy.
IInvenTiv 2024 is a platform where all the technologies that are being developed in various academic institutions of higher learning to be brought to the notice of industries so that the industries will go through these technologies that are developed by various inventors and innovators from these higher education institutions and ensure that some of these technologies are taken forward to see that they see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We believe that invention and innovations are not the propriety for the higher education institutes like IIT. We have lot of innovative ideas in the rural parts and other top so-called top 2, top 3 tier institutions. So what we thought, while the first edition focused on the IITs, but in the second edition, the thought process was let's be more inclusive. Let's get the let's go out from the IITs. Let's look for the best innovation. And I'm glad to share that out of 120 exhibits total, the IIT total representation of IIT is less than 50%. And out of 51 institutes, only 23. So again, the participation in terms of exhibits, participation in terms of institution is less than 50% for the IITs.
We invited all the technologies that are being developed by 90 different institutions, which are all covering all the IITs, all the NITs, all the IIITs, and all ISERs, and top 50 NIRF ranked institutions. We invited them, sending that you can send a maximum of around 5 technologies that are developed in your institution as an entry for this. And then we formed one technical evaluation committee for each of the 5 themes. And these technical evaluation committees went through all the entries that have come for the showcasing event, and out of them total of 120 technologies have been selected. So this particular event is a 2-day event where both the days these 120 technologies that have been developed are being put into 120 stalls. We identified 5 verticals which we felt are the most important verticals for the country, for its growth and to become an Atmanirbhar and at the same time a global leader.
In the affordable healthcare, we have received almost 67 applications from various institutions, and there was a expert committee, and we decided the expert committee, the composition was like 2 people from the academics, 2 people from the industry, because ultimately it has to be between the industry relevant, and then 1 from the R&D labs. Not only that, on the suggestion from the minister itself, we incorporated another expert in the committee from the NGO and the social scientist, so that the nominations which are received, they can also be evaluated in terms of societal impact. So we have seen earlier that there are a lot of good technologies, but since they do not have the societal impact, they fail. So that aspect we also wanted to brought in evaluating the nominations. And finally, out of 67, we have shortlisted 33, so it's almost 50% of the success rate in that. And if you see these innovations, it is having a lot of wide areas like controlled drug delivery, painless injections for the diabetes treatment, that also includes wound dressing systems, extreme point of care diagnostics. We all know about the sensor technology, advanced sensor technologies, but we are focusing on the extreme point of care, so that the population in the rural part of the country, they can get the treatment at an affordable cost without going into the hospital. They can get the best consultation without going into the hospitals. So that is the focus on healthcare part, which should be more affordable, and it should be reaching out to the rural part, and which we call extreme point of care.
So glaucoma is an eye disease that a lot of people will go undiagnosed. So I was going through this eye testing, and there are these big equipments which are used to do eye testing. We developed a VR based eye testing. So the instrument looks something like this. In this VR headset, we can do the same eye testing that is typically done on a big machine. That is almost 20-25 lakh rupees, and it's not portable. So this is 1/10 the cost, 100 times portable, and way more comfortable for the patient. And good thing is, like, this product got commercialized. So we worked with Arvind Eye Hospital in Pondicherry and Madurai to validate this, and we launched this in market. So far more than 150 eye doctors are using it, and we also have customers in Nigeria, Nepal, and a few customers in US.
Almost all endoscopy systems in India are imported from abroad, and they belong to the brands Olympus, Pentax, Fujifilm, and these products cost upwards of 75 and 80 lakhs. So when this cost is directly borne by the patients only. So to make this indigenously, we partnered up with Mitra Medical Services, who make endoscopy systems in India, and with BIRAC support we were able to make India's first indigenously developed flexible endoscopy system for gastroscopy as well as colonoscopy. So now since Mitra were earlier making systems which were only assembled in India, the cost was very high. By making all the imaging components and the image processing components of the system completely in India, we were able to bring down the cost 4 times, and the system will now cost only 15 to 20 lakhs, and this makes the healthcare affordable to all parts of India.
The commercial sanitary napkins in the market are actually based on super absorbent polymers, which although possess great absorbency, but they also leave their residues which penetrate into your skins, leading to long-term issues like infertility, toxic shock syndrome, and even lead to cancer. To overcome all these problems, we have found a substitute of using cellulose nanofibers as an absorbent core in feminine hygiene products. So these cellulose nanofiber possess greater absorbency as compared to the commercial products, which leaves no residue residues and gives no harmful impacts. The prototype with us is ready and we have collaborated with industry to go for the pilot scale production. We'll further go for field trials of 1,000 samples with different age groups of women starting from the age of puberty to menopause, women with different health conditions like PCODs, like UTI, etc. This will give us greater data to analyze how we can modify our product even more so that we can commercialize it as soon as possible.
Our innovation is on generating wealth from fruits and vegetable peel waste. You know, India is the second largest producer of fruits and vegetables, and these fruits and vegetables during processing generate lot of waste in the form of peels and pomace. If you throw it off or they are used as a landfills, then it can contribute to increase in carbon footprint. So what we have done is that these fruit peels, they are rich source of antioxidant substances. So we have designed a process, an economical green process, wherein we can extract these antioxidant substances, treat it suitably to convert it into a powder form which can be used as nutraceutical with a good shelf life of at least 18 months and a good bioavailability. So these powder, they are used as health supplements to cure the lifestyle diseases. They are also used for cosmetic application, as an additive for the pet food, animal additives, and also as functional food.
I came to IInvenTiv-2024 to display our product, which is a skin graft made out of electrospinning a polymer which is biocompatible and biodegradable. So this skin graft shows promising results in a pilot investigation which we conducted in 10 subjects who had traumatic wounds and diabetic ulcers. So we tested this skin graft in these traumatic wounds in patients who have a wound of 10 cm square, and we found that the wound healing was higher, accelerated when compared to commercially available grafts. So this electrospun nanofibrous mat is a skin graft, and this is showing very good promise, especially in case of fresh traumatic wounds when there is no infection. So in the moving forward, we are going to test this skin graft in a pivotal study by comparing with a commercially available graft. Now this skin graft is, in our calculations, this is very cheaper when compared to commercially available collagen sheets or antimicrobial grafts. So we are
in the agriculture and food processing. For example, at one site we have a stall from IInvenTiv, which is talking about the fine tuning of the agriculture tools, even for the pottery, even for the carpentry, which is never looked into so far. There was a traditional tools, but now they have come up with a very nice fine tuning so that it is more user friendly. Then we have very high deep technology also. Like for example, there is a technology from IIT Ropar, nano bubble generator, that will give the precision agriculture, where you can really use the AI based tools for the precision agriculture, and we can also control the germination. So you can see the variety of technologies available in the agriculture and food processing.
So we are working on this mostly on the tools required for three sectors, that is carpentry, pottery and agriculture. So we have designed a toolkit of 16 tools, first time in India, which can be used for these potters. Then for the small scale farmers, we have developed some ergonomically designed tools. If you see many of the tools or many of the farming operations, they are doing in a sitting position, where they will be facing lots of health issues. So maximum of the tools which we have designed are ergonomically designed, keeping in mind their postures. Then others are need-based tools, like required for certain application. For example, cutting a bindi or a lady's finger, what we say, there are no tools. They are plucking it with their hands, putting socks in their hands, and usually their hand will bleed because of that. So we have made a small tool which will help them in just plucking those bindis without putting the actual hand on that lady's finger. Similarly, we have modified many tools where just a small twist in the angle of that tool is helping them to increase the productivity of their activity.
So my product is really going to use to help the farmers and warehouse managers to assess the quality of paddy grains in the warehouse. So this product will have the facility for sensing, processing and transmitting the unit. So data is accessed by the device. It has to be sent to the server, cloud server. This cloud server will be able to manipulate all the data set attracted or extracted from the remote area to assess the quality of paddy grains in the warehouse. So this product will really use to assess the quality of paddy grains in the warehouse, and at the same time it will clearly indicate to assess, not only monitoring and assessing, it will clearly indicate when it has to be dispatched, what is the current condition of paddy grains in the warehouse. This product is extended to fruits, vegetables, fish. For fruits it has to be apple, and for vegetables in bergoli, for onion and everything it has to be assessed the quality parameter. This product includes web services and mobile services. This mobile app services will provide the flexibility services to the warehouse manager to assess the quality of paddy grains of the warehouse at remote area.
We are here at IInvenTiv to showcase our product, that's anti-hail gun. It is used to stop the hail formation, which cause a lot of destruction in India for fruits and crops in clouds itself. So it works on combustion phenomena. This is the scaled down model of the actual gun. Actual gun is 6 meter high. So this here is the combustion chamber where the combustion of fuel and air takes place. So here some spirals are installed inside the combustion chamber to induce a shock wave. That shock wave further travels in this area of the gun where it accelerates up to Mach 1.5. With that much high speed, it goes up to the cloud, strikes the cloud and disperses the cloud. So because of this dispersion, the nucleation stops, or the nucleation process gets disturbed, which ultimately cause the the formation of hail to stop. Further, because of the impact that this pressure wave has, pressure wave is colliding with the cloud, it is transferring its energy to the cloud and causing some temperature increment in the cloud, which further helps in reducing the size of the hails if there is already some hail formation that had happened in the cloud. So this way we are saving the crops and the fruits from hail destruction, and it can be used in hail prone areas, for example in hill station areas like Himachal Pradesh or Kashmir, or maybe some central part of the India like Maharashtra.
There are a lot of interesting projects in defense and space. For example, there is a project from IIT Jodhpur which is talking about the AI-based technology for the face recognition. That's something very useful for the for our armed forces, for the even at the airports security. So defense is one of the integral part in that. Secondly, there are stalls, I think from IIT Delhi, about the light bulletproof jackets for our soldiers. In fact, there is another stall I remember. There is a stall about the shoes which can harvest the energy, and that is specifically made for our army people. So these all technologies are focused towards the overall welfare of the armed forces, and at the same time considering the security aspects.
We are here at IInvenTiv to present our Parichay AI face recognition solution for surveillance and social good. So we have this face recognition model that works under surveillance conditions where the person is captured using CCTV cameras, and the person's face is in low resolution, plus the subject might be wearing some disguise accessories such as face mask. So the significant portion of the face is occluded by some disguise accessories such as face mask or sunglasses. So we're not able to make out what the person is, who the person is. So our novel face recognition model SecDGDNet, it guides the process of face recognition so that it focuses more on the unoccluded regions of the face. And we used it for also one application which is under social good. Recently there was a train accident in Balasore where several hundreds of people died, and there were some 100 bodies that were unclaimed. So police officials could not recognize who the person is. So we employed this novel face recognition model to perform a mapping between these two sets. We were given some ID images and we were given some injured faces. We could perform matching, and we could identify 120 bodies, dead bodies, that were started to decompose after 3-4 days. So there were injuries all over the faces. The faces were starting to decompose, and we could perform this matching and successfully identified 120 dead bodies.
And we at IInvenTiv IIT Hyderabad are presenting our innovative product, lightweight bulletproof jacket, wherein In collaboration with DRDO of India, we at IIT Delhi have developed the lightest possible bulletproof jacket for Indian Armed Forces. 5 years back, we were mandated to reduce the weight of the existing Indian Army bulletproof jacket, and we could bring it down from 10.2 kilograms to 8.1 kilograms. So roughly more than 20% weight of the existing Indian Army standard bulletproof jacket has been reduced. Parallelly, we were given a task to develop a product for stopping 6 shots of sniper, which globally is a 3-bullet standard. So at IIT Delhi, we could develop that product meeting all the QRs of Indian Army. So now we as a nation have a solution which can stop the bulletproof panel, which can stop the 6 shots of sniper.
So the idea behind this product is that the wheeled and tracked robots which are currently being in use have limited mobility requirement. They cannot move freely on uneven terrain, stairs, but when the legged robot has the capability of moving in such kind of environments. We are trying to unlock that potential by developing platforms capable of going anywhere. The idea ours is to mount these platforms with different sensors like thermal sensors, cameras, lidars, and make them suitable for applications in industrial settings and also in defense. For instance, in defense, these robots can be mounted with thermal sensors, cameras, and can detect human presence and relay it back to the forces to give the positions of the enemies in a hideout, saving casualties and avoiding the situations of an ambush. In industrial settings, these robots can be mounted with relevant sensors to collect data autonomously and improve the efficiency and of the working of the plant and help in predictive maintenance.
Well, Industry 4.0 is all about advanced manufacturing technologies, be it metal forming, be it developing the sensors technologies for the commercialization of some deep tech, and be it the inclusion of AI now. So Industry 4.0, we have total 13 exhibits, and they were chosen from almost 30 exhibits.
We are here at IInvenTiv-2024 showcasing our product IPEC. This is a non-destructive testing tool for inspection of steel reinforcement bars in concrete structures. So our product can tell you the diameter of the steel rebars and also the cover thickness, so that is how deep they are buried inside concrete. And this is a very useful device for structural auditing and inspection of concrete structures.
Here we are showcasing one of our innovations which has been deployed in the industry. It is a TRL9 product. The product identifies the weld defect from the radiography images, that is from the X-ray images, through artificial intelligence. This software is basically replacing the requirement of the radiation safety officer. So whenever welding is done, the X-ray is executed to check the weld quality, and after that the artificial intelligence-based software can be deployed to check the weld quality, its severity. It can apply the protocol standards and automatically generate the report. As of now, this is the software which is giving the human-like accuracy. This is very much accurate, fast enough, and automatically generate the report. Now, if this software is deployed in the industry wherever welding is done, it could be a shipbuilding industry, it would be railways, it could be any fabrication industries. There will not be requirement of any radiation safety officer to check the weld quality from the radiography images.
So basically, we are trying to develop enabling technologies for Indian machine tool industries. If you compare our machine tools, we want to make our Indian machine tools on par with international standards. So we want to increase their accuracy performance, not only from the design perspective, but throughout the performance, throughout their life cycle, it should be able to perform with zero rejections. That is what our goal. So basically, we developed various technologies that enables the machine tools, that transforms legacy machine tools and new machine tools to perform on par with international standards. This decreases the unit manufacturing cost and decreases the part rejection. So for this, we are using advanced algorithms and AI, smart manufacturing concepts, Industry 4.0. This is one of the case studies that we have done. We have developed thermal compensation for the machine tools, which brings down the error from 50 microns to 35 microns and then to below 5 microns. This reduces the part rejection a lot.
There is a project on wastewater treatment, more effective. There is a project in sustainable technologies on the battery energy storage systems, because now we are talking about the vehicles, electric vehicles, but while the focus of the electric vehicle community is on the batteries, at the same time we need fast charging solutions. So there is a stall on battery management system, fast charging solutions. There is a stall on sustainable building materials. So again, I think there is a maximum participation of innovations in the sustainable technologies.
So basically our product is like we are trying to reduce the traffic congestion in the metropolitan cities. So basically we have collected our own novel data set, custom data set from 21 different districts in India, and which is having diverse informations about the traffic. And with that we have trained our model like using the YOLO V8 Nano model, and that has been deployed in the edge servers. We have used both NVIDIA as well as Raspberry Pi with the Coral TPUs for the processing of the object detection. Then that meaningful information, the classing of information is been sent to the cloud. So we are using Amazon Web Server, like relational database, to store our data. As well, we are also sending it to the computational server, where we are having our own hybrid algorithm, that is max pressure plus reinforcement based algorithms, where we are trying to understand the pressure in each lanes, that is pressure in the sense how much vehicles are standing in that particular lanes in the intersection. Depending on that, our algorithm will give out the optimized signal timings based on the real-time information, traffic information. That will be fed back again to the edge module, which has been attached in the traffic poles, and that will be given back to the traffic lights. So the novel approach which we are doing is completely wireless, and also we are using edge computing, AI-based edge computing, as well as a powerful, strong algorithms which can be adapted in the real-time approaches.
We at IIIT Hyderabad have deployed a smart city across our campus with deployed over 300 nodes across water quality, air quality and all of that. The idea of having a smart city is trying to measure how the water quality is degrading, how the air quality is changing, and do some kind of preventive measures, do some kind of analytics, and get to know if something is going wrong before something is happening. Let's say if water quality is bad and you do not have some kind of a measuring tool, people might fall ill and you'll not know until then that something is going wrong. We want to fix that. We want to have some kind of a way to know that the water quality is going wrong. So this entire platform that we are building, we are trying to build this entire platform to have some kind of a standardization to get all of this data, put them in a central platform and make it available for people to do some kind of analytics. We have done this over the last 2 years, and we have created a standard data model for all the IoT nodes. How do they communicate with each other? We call this the interoperability layer, and this follows the 1M2M standard. We have corporate partners such as Silicon Labs, Intel and St. Gobain, and they have provided us nodes and backing over the last 2 years. Now with this tried and tested model, we are partnering with Smart City Mission Set and government to deploy this entire idea over 200 cities in India. So that is what our project, the City IoT Operations Platform, is all about. This will be deployed by the end of this month in Kalyan, Bombay. And if that works out and everything works out well, we are planning to take this out to 200 cities in India and create the smart cities and make the lives easier for all the people outside.
And today I am here to present our work here to on-site hydrogen generator. And our work is produce the pure hydrogen through the fuel cell grade, where we are using the as a feed as a methanol plus water, and another system we are making that's methane plus water. In that methane plus water, in our membrane reformer system, we are making the generation separation take place in a single unit. And these are the methane plus water. It reacts with the catalyst side. We are making that catalyst and membrane in our lab. In catalyst side, that methanol plus water, it will react and produce the hydrogen, CO and CO2, and that our membrane hang over the top of this section, where we can generate the separate the pure hydrogen through the membrane side and that ultra pure hydrogen came out from the top of the section, and these are the pure hydrogen we can utilize as a user. We are the producer, who's the user. You can that utilize these hydrogen either in a electrical producing the electricity. You can utilize as a fuel cell that convert into electrical energy, or either you can store this hydrogen. We are the making the come out the solution. Hydrogen it's not come into economy because of the transportation issue and the storage issue. So we come out this idea, just sort out these, overcoming these obstacles, so that we can generate the hydrogen on demand on site.
I am here at IInvenTiv 2024 to showcase my research innovation. So in that we are making sustainable concrete material with the help of industrial waste and some fiber and some chemical admixture. That is going to from that we are able to make the sustainable building by depositing material layer by layer. And we are also developing some intelligent extrusion device for concrete 3D printing that is going to extrude material, as well as along with that it will also incorporate metallic reinforcement in it during printing itself. These are the we are using these are the product we have printed with the help of the sustainable material that we developed at our lab. We have printed a security post for IIT Guwahati itself, and we also printed a sentry post for Indian Army that is installed at a height of 13,550 at sea level.
And my invention is furboat. Furboat is furniture come emergency boat. Normal day we can use as a furniture. In case of flood, this can be flipped and used as an emergency boat. And during Thoothukudi and South India flood, it served thousands of people. Many pregnant women, cancer patients, and heart patients. They supplied medicine, water, food. So this is cost-effective technology. This cost only 25,000, and this life is more than 100 years. So this can be kept in flood-prone areas. So in case of flood, this can be used as a rescue device. Another interesting application of this furboat is this can be used as a furniture in passenger boats. The model I kept there. If it is kept as a furniture on a boat, in case of boat capsize, they can use as a rescue boat.
We have come to IInvenTiv 2024 for presenting our product, the Pubs bicycle sharing platform. We have developed both the software and hardware that is required to operate this kind of a platform. For example, if you are an entrepreneur, you want to start your own pub bicycle sharing or rental business, you will get all the technology that is required to run this kind of a service from us. You get different varieties of smart locks. There is a Bluetooth lock, there is a GSM GPS lock, then there are automatic locks or semi-automatic locks. Compared to certain other products from other countries available in our market, our locks are fully automatic. That means if somebody keeps it open somewhere, it can lock itself automatically. Then you are getting the operator software free of cost. That means it's a cloud-based software where you can design your entire operations. You can design the area, add number of cycles, add number of stations. So using this, anybody can become an entrepreneur with only 10, 20, 50 cycles. You can start your own business. So we are providing the user apps as well. You can develop your own user apps, but at the same point of time, we are also providing user apps which you can use. The payment mechanism is designed in such a way so that the money will go to the entrepreneur's account. So this system is first made in India system of similar. There is no other system like this in India.
So today we are presenting here a novel algal bacterial photobioreactor for treatment of wastewaters, which is very different from the conventional activated sludge, wherein we have advantages such as less operation cost and less power consumption when compared with the other conventional treatment plants, as well as the byproducts of the treatment are presently can be utilized for various applications such as resource recovery and preparation of adsorbent for the removal of micropollutants. So the major advantage that we have found with this algal bacterial system is that reduction in the power consumption, which is which happens through for the supply of oxygen through the aeration. So we have observed about 10% reduction in 10 times reduction in the total power consumption when compared with the conventional treatment plant. And the same technology has been now implemented in a sugarcane industry for treatment of wastewater that is being produced from the sugarcane processing plant.
So glad that there has been overwhelming participation and response from the industry. Despite some busy industrial meetings at the international level, like some people of the top leadership of the in Davos 2 days back, but we still have the participation of the industry and especially the top leadership. On the day one, we had more than 1200 to 1300 participation from the industry, and today we are also expecting the similar numbers. And apart from that, we are also opening the exhibition to motivate the younger generation in the second part of the second day. Well, I will focus more on inventive perspective because it's a very unique platform to connect the academia and industry. And generally, we always realize that there is a communication gap between the academia and industry. And I think InvenTiv is that platform which is bridging this gap very successfully, as we are seeing in this InvenTiv 2024. So we want to take these discussions forward through our InvenTiv Secretariat, and we will follow up closely with the exhibitors and the industry delegates who have come, or even who could not come for some reasons. We will connect them further. And we would like to take these discussions forward. We will try to facilitate from our side so that before we meet in next edition, we have some of the success stories in terms of technology transfer, licensing of the technology, and market-ready products.
So we would like to see InvenTiv touching every corner of the country. Every institution, it may be a small institution in a small village or a small town where some invention is happening. Because for inventions, you need just good mind. Okay, a mind which thinks of applying the knowledge that you have, and such kind of minds are available everywhere in the country. We would like to make this as a platform for every good idea to be brought and put, and next time and in the future we would like to see this 120 going to 1000 or even beyond 1000, so that you will have a 1 lakh participants coming and seeing. And this we would like to see the largest technology fair of India, so that lakhs of people come and see such technologies that are being showcased by all over the country. Every technology is coming out of, because most of the good ideas come from students and professors, and we want to bring all of them onto the platform of InvenTiv. So we started with 75 last year technologies that are showcased. This year it has gone to 120, and I am sure by in 1 or 2 years this will touch 1000.